Welcome back. So glad you could join me yet again for some more poorly translated Pokemon Gumph. Well, that's not the name of the game. It isn't called Pokemon Gumph as in Pokemon Blue or Pokemon Green, but you knew what I meant. After the distinctly adult nature of some of the previous parts, we're gonna try and stay away from such subjects, although it isn't my fault if the game brings them up all by itself. With that out of the way, let's get going. You join Fool on the search for the Hilluff Observator, or is it the Hilluff Observator? Because Observator is not a real word, and as such does not have a default pronunciation. There again, it could easily be a real word. I mean, I haven't even looked it up in the dictionary yet. And earlier in this game, we came across something called an automat. Now, I was pretty certain that they'd made that up just for the sake of this game, or at least horribly mistranslating something else. But apparently, there is something called an automat. Apparently, the area is dedicated to food dispensing machines. It's just that in Britain, we call them places with vending machines. Yes, uncultured as we are. I should probably mention what's going on in the video, shouldn't I? Well, this is the rocket hideout, which we found earlier in the game. A couple of videos ago, in fact. But we decided to do the gym first, for whatever reason. Basically, it's a great big excuse for more floor puzzles and, of course, trainer battles. Yes, it wouldn't be a Pokemon location without those, would it? It can become quite annoying on the first playthrough. Drop off all suddenly! Alright, apparently this bloke is Mr. Dictionary. He enjoys reciting dictionary definitions for words that we have to figure out ourselves. I wonder if it's an extra cunning puzzle inserted by the translators. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course it isn't! We all know by now that this is a quickly translated bootleg rushed to the Western market. I sincerely hope they made no money off of this. You can see an unseen ghost using the silluff Observator. Alright, it's now the silluff Observator, which is, granted, slightly closer to the English translation. I think I prefer Hilluff, however, because it sounds more like a diaphragm complaint, which is marginally more humorous. The Rocket members, as they're called in this game, nothing suggestive about that of course, they pose no threat whatsoever. They don't have any new pocket monsters that you haven't already hammered 16,000 times by now, especially if you're massively overleveled like me. Although we're giving Yeeb a quick go here. He'll probably get slaughtered because he's only level 25 and I'm rubbish at this game. But if I had bothered to train him up, he would have had absolutely no problem. Yes, I inserted Yeeb for a small slither of variety. Of course, I go back to using Dummy right after this. And there ends the experiment. Oh well. Still, it was completely worth it, wasn't it? Seeing Yeeb has been a breath of fresh air for you. Just enjoy it for the remaining 10 seconds that you will see him. It wasn't even 10 seconds. Sorry, but that's as interesting as this video is going to get. I suggest you press the little X in the corner there and go to watch Takeshi's Castle on Challenge TV. Oh, Yeeb just died, by the way. Oh, joy of joys! It's a floor puzzle! Yeah, you know I don't like these. Still, it provides a welcome distraction from killing Team Rocket members. And we have found a gold ball! Things you can do with the gold ball. Number 1. Sell it to a fortune teller as a slightly more expensive alternative to a crystal ball. Number 2. go and use it at a bowling alley. You may be terrible at bowling, but because you have a gold ball, people will automatically think you are a god and revere you for it. Or number 3, just go and sell it at a Pokemart. In fact, that's the only thing you can do with it in this game. Terribly sorry to get your hopes up there. Actually, this bit wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't so blimmin' slow. You actually go even slower on the arrow things than you do when you're walking regularly. Be thankful that I sped this up to 200%, because by now, you'll have probably wanted to go off and watch the fishing or something. Oh, and look! It's over! Yay! For now. Here is the lift. We cannot use it yet, because it seemingly must have to use a key. We have to go and find this key, evidently. What's the betting? There'll be more floor puzzles to negotiate on the way. Now, a word of warning. Do not fight this bloke here, because, you guessed it, he's another game crasher. I learned that the hard way when I trekked all the way to here before discovering that my game had crashed. Remember kids, save often. My goodness, that Rocket Man only has 3 fingers! My best guess is that he lost 2 of them in an automat vending machine, although that assumption has no basis in reality. Mind you, neither has this game. And so, another battle draws to a close. The Rocket member says, "Ah, won't it do?" And probably in that voice as well. Yes, it's fun to make up your own voices for the dialogue in this game. Actually, no. In my mind, all characters in all video games have exactly the same voice, and that's the voice in which I think. You know when you go to watch a film adaptation of a book you've read, and you think, oh, that character sounds nothing like how I expected him to? Well, I never have that problem. Mostly because I don't read books. Illiterate as I am. Anyway, this is all irrelevant because we have some hot Pokemon action going on here. Or not, because this battle's over now. Lost, fool! Well, that's pretty unsettling. I don't know how the heck he knows my name. Maybe he's Roki in disguise. No, probably not, because Roki has more than 3 fingers. Unless he's been involved in a heavy machinery accident since the last time I saw him. It has been a while, so you never know. There's nothing here. This part of the game is pointless. For more reasons than one. Because, you guessed it, another floor puzzle. Still, it's slightly less cryptic than the location of the lift key, which we shall soon find out. Well, I say soon. I mean in 6 videos' time if I keep getting lost at this rate. Yes, some of the puzzles in this game, they do seem a little bit tagged on, and all too often trial and error based. Thankfully though, they are few and far between. Anyway, we have just completed this particular puzzle, and we won't see another for quite a while yet. Woohoo! Time for a battle with another M. Bison look-alike. Dummy, he shrank back the neck. Ah, stealing moves from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will do us no end of good. Although we don't really need them, I can still bite this bloke to death without that move. Time for a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we shall resume the search for the lift key.